Okay, welcome back into Anderson County High School, the AC Corral. We're at halftime. It's 30-24 Heritage over your Mavericks. And we have switched over to the phone. Daniel Collins giving the iPad a little rest time. And so you will not see the score on the scoreboard all the time. So we'll keep you abreast of what's going on. But right now, we're going to turn it over to Brandon when he's got the halftime stats.
Gladly do that, John. So far for the Heritage Mountaineers, the leading scorer on the night is Eli Williams with 15 points. Then you got Matthew Marsh and Jackson Kaler both with 6 points. Braden Moore with 2 points, and Parker King with a 1 free throw. For the Mavericks. Oh yeah, they are 3 threes and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. Same as the Mavericks, 3 threes, 1 for 2 from the free throw line. They are led in scoring by Hayden Craig with 10 points, Ethan Nelson with 9 points, Cam Lawson with 4 points, and Brandon Dake with 1 point as we get ready to start the second half of play on this final game of the night in the Hall of Fame opener, as the Mavericks look to finally get their first win on the 2024-25 season.
Yeah, be nice to get a victory here. Turnover to start the quarter for Anderson County. Heritage led by 13 at one point, I believe. Might have been 11. Right now it's 6 points as Ethan Nelson hit some couple big threes there. And speaking of threes, Eli Williams hits another three. It's his 4th triple, and he's got 18 points to lead all scores. 33-24 Heritage, and we're going to need Brandon Dake to get on track. Brandon?
Going to get on track here. 3-pointer on the way, off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound picked up by Parker King.
Mavericks starting out with Nelson, Dake, Lawson, Craig, and Gavin Higgs. 4 seniors on the court for Coach Jordan Jeffers and a lone sophomore in Cam Lawson. Anderson County head coach Jordan Jeffers in his 3rd season, assisted by Jordan Shipley. And there is Parker King going strong to the basket. And the Mountaineers back up by 11, 35-24. 6:38 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Heritage gone man-to-man the whole way. Here's Nelson. Lawson on the baseline, gets it to Higgs, back to Craig now. Craig on the right side, Dake looking for his first basket. No opening, and Craig takes it strong to the basket, off the glass, and score and count it.
Count the basket, and 1. Free throw coming up.
Basket is good.
For Hayden Craig.
Number 23, Matthew Marsh is seconds.
6:20 to play in the 3rd quarter. 35-26. Craig now with 12 points to lead Anderson County.
Craig's and 1 is too much, no good. And the Mavericks hang on to a 9-point, are down by 9 here as the Heritage tries to answer back with a 3. Eli Williams, no good. Picked up by Hayden Craig. Here comes the flying Dutchman off the glass and scores.
Coast to coast, Hayden Craig. That's why we call him the Flying Dutchman. And he flies in for his 14th point, and the lead back down to 7, 35-28. And there, Matthew Marsh scores 37-28. Heritage, 5:43 to play in the 3rd quarter. Ethan Nelson with it, had the hot hand shot. No good. Good defense by the Mountaineers. They're letting them play. And we got a scrum for that loose ball. We have to untangle the players. And a double foul they've called, Brandon. And got Ethan Nelson for Anderson County. And for Heritage,
it's going to be a double foul play. First foul's number 14, David Marsh.
David Marsh
That's his 2nd.
as PA announcer. Andrew
The other ball,
Ryder
number
lets
1,
us know.
Nelson, that's his third.
So Nelson is third foul. He'll have a seat on the bench, being replaced by the freshman Landry Sharp. 37-28 Heritage. 5:32 to play. Double foul called on that scrum as the Mavericks now 2-2-1 full court press. Heritage breaks it. Braden Moore now with it, gets Eli Williams. Over to 22, Parker King spots it open. Jackson Kaler inside, and easy basket. 39-28. Mountaineers back by 11, 5:05 to play in the third. Dake to the basket, and they're going to call him with that push-off. They've extended that arm driving in. Lambeau.
Yeah, you cannot do that in any way, shape, or form. Dylan Hopper checks into the game for Brandon Dake. As it's Parker King for the inbounds.
Yeah, Dake now with 3 fouls. It's been a frustrating night for the senior. Here's Braden Moore, shot rattles, no good. King gets the rebound. 3 by Eli Williams, top of the key. He was fouled, no call. And here's Gavin Higgs with the basketball. Gets it over now to Lawson. Lawson in the paint. Wants to shoot, can't get it off, and they're going to call a travel. I'm not sure who called the travel on, unless it was Sharp, but they may have called it on Lawson. I'm not sure. It'll be Heritage basketball, 4:35 to play in the third. AC down by 11. The Mavericks will be back in action on Tuesday night right here at the AC Corral as they take on the Powell Panthers at 7:30. Also at 6 o'clock, the Lady Mavericks will be hosting the Lady Panthers of Powell. Braden Moore open for a 3. It's good.
For 3, number 13.
Braden Moore, the point guard for Coach Brad Flatper and his Heritage Mountaineers, have their biggest lead at 14, 42-28. Craig now, tough shot inside, tried to go back over his head, could not get it to go. And here is Eli Williams streaking to the basket for 2 more points. And he's got 20. And Coach Jordan Jeffers, Anderson County, wants a timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them, or we'll keep it right here. Right, we don't have the capability now with the ad, so we'll keep it right here, Brandon. And 44 to 28. It was a 6-point game at halftime.
You can thank our sponsors, Curtis Isbell's our sponsor, and Sharky's.
Yeah, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Curtis Isabel, and Sharky's Outdoor Motor.
Yeah, I want to thank those guys, Curtis Isabel and Sharky's, for sponsoring Maverick basketball on Maverick Media. Without them, wouldn't be able to do this. So thank you guys for all your support of Maverick Media.
Anderson County has been outscored 14 to 4 here in the third quarter. 6-point game at halftime is now 16. The Mavericks try to get back in it. Lawson pull-up jumper is good. Cam Lawson with 6. Dylan Hopper in for the Mavericks. Here's Hopper guarding Moore. Craig now coming out on King. There's Braden Moore with it. Picked up by Hopper. Mavericks down by 14, 44 to 30. 3:15 to play here in the third. Here's Kaler spinning. Butts an open Moore in the corner. Gets it back to King. King now to Marsh. So an open Eli Williams. He guns. He misses. Rebound Cam Lawson. They're going to say he's on the baseline when he came down with it, because he sort of bumped a little bit there by Eli Williams.
Yeah, but you got to watch your feet whenever you have the ball. Otherwise, if it's on your hands, you You cause the out of bounds, you give it back to the other team.
So Heritage maintains possessions. 14-point lead. 2:50 to play here in the third. Mavericks looking for their first victory of the year. And there is a shot put up by Kaler, no good. Rebound, Moore gets it back to Kaler, spinning inside, left-hand layup, no good. Cam Lawson comes out of there with it. And Brandon Dake and Ethan Nelson get ready to check in for the Mavericks. Here's Lawson left open and a whistle. 23 White, they've got Matthew Marsh with the push.
Play number 11, Hayden Craig.
Also a double foul, another double foul. Hayden Craig and Matthew Marsh.
That's his
Another double foul. How many times have we rarely seen a double foul in high school basketball?
You'll see it occasionally, but we've had two here in the quarter. 2:22 to play in the third. Mavericks trail by 14. Here's Lawson, gets a screen from Craig. Backs it back out, gets it back to Craig. To Dake now. On the back dribble is Craig. Dake open for three. It's good.
number 15,
Brandon Dake, first field goal of the game. He's got 4, and it's down to 11. The Mavericks can get him going. We can get right back in this game. Minute 44 to play here in the third. Eli Williams trying to draw the foul. Gets to the basket and draws it.
It's going to be a two-shot foul.
It looks like Williams, well, shoot two.
Dylan Hopper.
Fouls on Hopper. His first, team fourth. 2 free throws for Eli Williams. He leads all scorers at 21 points.
Number 15, Eli Williams.
Pick up free throw by Williams, also good. He's got 22. 46-33. Heritage Mountaineers. They went 18-15 last season. Finished in the region semis. And Nelson's pass goes awry. And Eli Williams races. Good block by Craig to get back on defense. Here's Lawson now. Bounce pass to Nelson, goes out of bounds.
Real seesaw affair there, John. A nice block there by Craig, but unfortunately no bucket whatsoever as an overthrown pass went out of bounds. Heritage ball.
Jackson Kaler with it. Pull up jumper in the lane. No good. Rebound Hayden Craig. Craig now with 7 rebounds. It's Craig spinning. Gets to the basket. Knocked away. Gets it back and scores.
Number 11, Hayden Craig.
Hayden Craig now with 16. The lead is 11. 48 seconds to play. Mountaineers 46. Mavericks 35. Anderson County coming with full court pressure. Heritage gets it up court, and they will set up their offense. Braden Moore being guarded by Craig. Up top to Williams. Deep three is no good. Rebound Craig. 23 seconds to play here in the third. Mavericks need a basket to end the quarter. Here's Dake now. Cut off, gets it to Lawson. Lawson bump, no call. Hopper for three is no good, but before that, shot, Coach Jordan Jeffers, and it's going to cause a timeout.
Right before the shot was made, he could have had it easily. Could have had 2 more points before the button before he called the timeout. But hey, he's the coach. This is what he does.
Yep. I think Hopper shot was no good anyway, so it's probably best we got the timeout in there. 46-35 Heritage. Here late in the third quarter. The Mavericks back in action on Tuesday night against the Powell Panthers. Always an exciting game when they face the Panthers.
Yeah, it's always been a few years tradition that we always have that we always play PAL or always go to PAL on the Tuesday before Thanksgiving as well, John.
You think we ought to charge them $500 to stream? Right. Here is Lawson, up, shot, good, off the glass, at the buzzer. Big basket, Cam Lawson.
Number 3.
And that pulls the Maverick within 9, 46-37.
And that's your score, 37.
And we'll go ahead and
We'll see you back in 60 seconds.
take a break. And be right back. You're watching Maverick basketball on the Maverick Media. We're back live here. My name's John Sleepy Williams, joined by Brandon Lambert and Lambeau. The Mavericks trailed by 6, coming in third now, trailed by 9. We got 8 minutes to go. What's your thoughts?
Well, if I'm the Mavericks right now, hard-nosed defense. It's time. You made the big. Lawson made the bucket. Now you gotta play lockdown defense, and that's exactly what I'm seeing right now for this team right now.
Right, Hopper and Craig Dake, Lawson and Nelson on the floor. As Heritage, three-pointer, no good by Marsh. And here comes the Flying Dutchman. Lays it up off the glass, no good. And Heritage running on the other end. This is Kaler now. Left-hand shot, no good. Loose ball picked up inside by Parker
22.
King.
King for 2.
And King now with 5, and Mountaineers lead by 11 once again. Closest Anderson County has had it down to 4 in the second quarter. As the Mavericks trailed at halftime by 6. Here's Dake. Deep three, Ethan Nelson, it's good.
Money.
Number 1, Ethan Nelson.
Ethan Nelson, 4 triples tonight. He's got 12. He's been the outside threat for Anderson County here tonight. Taylor now within the corner, gets it back up top to Marsh. It's David Marsh. As Heritage has a couple of Marsh. And Parker King's going to be tripped. In the foul zone, Hayden Craig.
Number 11, Hayden Craig, his second.
Craig's second foul of the game. It's 48-40, 6:17 to go in the game.
Perspiration on the floor.
Mavericks right there. Anderson County started the season on Tuesday night at Webb. Lost that game 78-34, and played Sevier County earlier today, losing 84-53. So Mavericks hoping to get a win here tonight, and the missed shot by King, rebound Dake. There's Dake with it in the corner to Nelson, had the baseline, didn't take it. Nelson, senior. Hopper now, it's Dake, nice pass. Hopper, and he's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Foul right there from
Number 15.
by Eli Williams. Going to be his first, team first. Dylan Hopper at the line
First.
for 2 free throws.
Hopper looking for his first points of the game.
First free throw from Hopper, no good.
Line shooting number 12, Dylan Hopper.
Hopper will have another free throw coming up.
Henderson County 0 for 2 and 1 for 4 overall from the free throw line as he missed them both. 48-40. Got to make those free throws, Brandon.
Gotta make those free throws, and you gotta make work of that.
That's why they call them free.
Yep.
Gotta take
Charity
advantage of
stripe.
it. King with it out to David Marsh's three. Big three right there. His first basket of the game. And Mountaineers lead once again by 11. Dake gets around King that time and scores.
No basket.
They say the foul is on the floor.
Fouls on number 22, Parker King, his third.
It'll be King's third foul. Team second, Justin Bunch checks in for Dylan Hopper. Mavericks trail by 11, and an offensive foul has been whistled
Fouls number 3,
on
Lawson.
Anderson County. Cam
Illegal
Lawson.
screen.
It's his first foul of the game. Team second in the quarter. 11-point lead by Heritage, keeping that arm distance from the Mavericks. Kaler for three, weighs too strong. And Craig throws it away, looking for a long outlet pass, intercepted by Heritage.
David Marsh.
Marsh playing a little free safety. And a turnover. Mavericks cannot afford to waste any possessions. 4:33 to play. Heritage 51, Anderson County 40. Matthew Marsh drives to the basket, but they're going to call the foul on the
Fouls
drive.
on number 4, Justin Bunch.
Fouls on Justin Bunch, his first, team third. Kevin Higgs checks into the game.
Number 0,
Places
Gavin
Cam
Higgs.
Lawson. 4:28 to play in the game. Heritage led pretty much the whole game. Anderson County led early. It was 9-9 at one point. Looked like Marsh there dragged his pivot. No call. And there's a basket by Kaler as he gets the call. He'll go to the line for a three-point play.
Fouls on number 1, Ethan Nelson.
Critical mistake right there by Ethan Nelson. Getting a foul on
Team 4th.
Jackson Kaler, sending him to the free throw line. 4 fouls also on Nelson. Got to be careful picking up one more foul, otherwise he'll hit the showers.
Heritage leads by 13. Craig with it. Up top to Dake. Dake takes it strong to the basket. No good, but he draws the foul from Parker King. And the senior Brandon Dake will go to the free throw line
Fouls on
with the
number
clock stopped
23,
and a chance to get
Matthew Marsh, his 4th.
some free throws here. He cut
Line
this
number
lead down,
15,
Brandon,
Dake.
halfway through the fourth.
First free throw good.
The game
Makes it
number
53-41
Brandon Moore.
as Brandon Moore comes into the game, or Braden Moore, excuse me, comes into the game for Heritage. Second free throw on the way is good.
Shot is good.
53-42. Hopper checks back into the game. 4 minutes left. 53-42. It is an 11-point lead for Heritage.
Here come the Mountaineers. Eli Williams, leading scorer on the night with the basketball, and I believe that's who Coach Flatford wants to see the ball in his hands. Williams now with it. 3:35 to play. Kaler drives the baseline up and under with the left hand. Nice
5, Jackson
move
Kaler.
and shot by Kaler. And Heritage leads by 13. Mavericks just cannot seem to make that push. running out of time. There's Bunch in the corner for three. Swish.
For three, number 4.
Money, Justin Bunch. 10-point lead. Timeout called.
That's why Coach Jeffers substituted Bunch in there for his outside shooting, and you saw it right there from the junior. He can shoot the basketball. As Landry Sharp will check in for Anderson County as they trail by 10 as we are nearing the 3-minute mark. All right, we're back here live at the AC Corral. As AC trails Heritage by 10 after Justin Bunch's three-pointer. 3:10 to play in the game. Mavericks need a turnover. Almost had a walking call right then, did not get it. As Heritage, here comes a trap. Higgs and Hopper almost got it. Another deflection there by Gavin Higgs. Goes out of bounds. Stay with the Heritage Mountaineers. 55-45, 2:51 to play in the game. Heritage trying to avenge a loss to the Mavericks last year on this home court. Here's Kaler. He walked that time, and they gets the call.
Travel violation.
Here comes Nelson, Dake, and Lawson into the game. A little offense for defense. As the Mavericks down by 10, Brandon, 2:36 to play.
You want your best 5 on that floor. This is the best 5 for the Mavericks right now. It's go time. Nelson with the ball. Goes to Dake on the wing. Back to Nelson, fires for 3. Fouled.
Foul on the play.
He's going to have 3 free throws.
Foul's on number 13, Brandon Moore.
Braden Moore with the foul. It's going to be his first, team 4th. Both teams with 4 fouls apiece with about 2:19 left to go in the game.
And Daniel Collins is right. Foul was after the shot. So the Mavericks will not get 3 free throws. And that was a big call right then. Anderson County have to earn it the hard way here. 2:12 to play. Craig shot up, goes. Tough shot by the senior, Craig. He's got 18 as the Mavericks come with full court pressure. They trail by 8. 2 minutes, 2-minute warning. A steal by Nelson. Almost a steal as the ball goes out of bounds, but good hustle by Ethan Nelson.
Really good hustle right there by Ethan Nelson. Unfortunately, couldn't get the ball, couldn't save the ball from going out of bounds. And an offensive foul call against the Mountaineers.
Yeah, Nelson just got thrown to the floor. I believe they got David Marsh. I believe they got 14. Let's see.
Foul's on number 14, David Marsh, is 3rd.
Yeah, Marsh just
Team 4th.
threw Nelson down to get open. So Anderson County basketball, they trail by 8, minute 55 to play. Anderson County needs to take advantage of this possession. Need a basket to get it down to a 2-possession game, and a whistle and foul on Heritage.
Foul's on number 15, Eli Williams, his 2nd.
Fouls on Eli Williams, his 2nd. Team 5th, so Cam Lawson We'll go to the free throw line. Brandon try to cut down this lead.
Need these free throws importantly, John. We're going to need these as this game is almost nearing its end. Lawson at the line. First free throw. Good.
At the line, shooting number 3, Cam Lawson.
55-48. Another free throw coming for the sophomore. And it's no good. Dake comes away with the rebound, lays it up the glass. That's no good. Rebound by Parker King. And the Mavericks trying to get a break a full court press. Unfortunately, Kaler breaks the press, scores.
Tough break for the Mavericks. Looked like Dake was going to score to get it down to a 5-point game. But good defense by Heritage prevented that, and they got a layup on the other end. Here, Bunch's pass now. Picked off by Kaler. And the Mavericks trail by 9, 1:15 to play. Costly turnover. As Heritage has it, they are in the bonus. Both teams in the bonus, and Eli Williams now. It's going to be fouled by Hayden Craig.
Gonna have to do that.
Foul on number 11, Hayden Craig, his third.
Craig picks up his third foul. 1:02 to play in the game. Heritage leads by 9. As the Mavericks had an uphill battle pretty much since the second quarter. First free throw by Williams is good. He'll have another. He leads all scorers now with 24 points. As he
Timeout,
knocks
Heritage.
down the second. And Heritage is going to call a timeout. We'll go ahead and take it with them. 59-48. All right, welcome back into the AC Corral. Mavericks trail by 11, under a minute to play. Mavericks going to need a miracle to pull this one off, Brandon.
Yeah, they're going to need a miracle big time. And there's one that may help them out here. They can get the free throw here. Ethan Nelson fouled.
Did they count it?
Foul's on number 14, David Marsh, his fourth.
David Marsh, his fourth.
We are in double bonus.
No, they did not count it. Foul before the shot, and Nelson has 2. First free throw is good by the senior.
Well, shooting number 1, Ethan Nelson.
Nelson now with 13 points. Second free throw is also good.
Please
14
play.
points. 59-50 Heritage. 48 seconds to go. Williams pass up ahead. As Heritage pulls it back out now to Eli Williams with the basketball. And they're going to foul. Brandon Dake rushes in to foul Parker
Foul's
King.
on number 15, Brandon Dake, his fourth.
That'll be Dake's fourth. And Parker King go to the free throw line where he's 1 out of 2 here tonight. 35 seconds to play. King's free throw is no good. So the Mavericks down by 3 possessions. They need a miss here to keep their faint hopes alive. Second free throw is good by King, and it's a 10-point lead for the Mountaineers. 4-possession game, 30 seconds to play. Mavericks going to have to get some shots off. He fired, he's blocked. by Marsh. David Marsh with the block. Eli Williams with it now. And the Mountaineers may just count it down. 15 seconds to play, and it looks like Coach Jeffers is going to call off the Dogs, and Heritage is going to get out of here with a 10-point victory. Your final score here from the Play Day Hall of Fame. Heritage 60, Andrews County 50.
We'll see you back here on Tuesday.
As the
JV at 4.
Mavericks fall to 0-3 on the season,
Varsity girls at 6.
and Heritage improves to 2-1. Brandon, if you would, go ahead and talk about the some of the results today, and I'll tally up the numbers, and we'll give the stats, and we'll try to get home and watch a little football.
Well, I'm not
Tennessee
sure.
Vols had a good day today, 56-0 over Texas El Paso, and also Florida Gators defeated the Ole Miss Rebels, so the Volunteers may be back up in the college football playoff rankings, but they still got to play Vanderbilt next Saturday.
That's going to be a key matchup right there next Saturday. So we'll see what that has in store for us. All right. So for the Play Day results, you saw earlier the Central Lady Bobcats winning over the Andrews County Lady Mavericks in the first game, and then of course the boys' first game against the Sevier County Smoky Bears. That was a win by the Smoky Bears. Oneida's Lady Indians won against Central. And then, of course, the girls' second game against the Sevier County Bearettes. That one was a loss, and a big-time loss, I will say. South Doyle winning against York. Sevier County taking the win. South Doyle's boys winning over the York Dragons. Sevier County's girls winning against Oneida. Fulton's boys winning over Heritage, 72-48. Sevier County's boys winning over York, 86-56. Fulton's boys winning over South Doyle, 77-44. And of course, we mentioned earlier, Heritage winning 60-50 over the Mavericks. John still finishing up on the numbers here. Of course, I want to remind you, next game for the Lady Mavericks and the Mavericks is Tuesday night, as they will take on both the PAL Lady Panthers and PAL Panthers on Tuesday. As part of this is Andrews County's normal game before Thanksgiving. And I'll remind you also that the Maverick Media will also be live on this coming Friday night at Macon County, as the Andrews County Maverick football team will take on the Macon County Tigers in the semifinals of the Class 4A state playoffs. The winner of that one will play the winner of Pearl Cone and Melrose next in 2 weeks, Saturday, at Finley Stadium in downtown Chattanooga, Tennessee.
All right, and congratulations to the Andrews County Mavericks on that win over the Greenville Green Devils last night. What a big rivalry that is in the playoffs, and good luck to the Mavericks next Friday night. It's a pretty good trip down there to Macon County, I understand, Brandon.
Yeah, roughly about a 3-hour trip from right where we are here in Anderson County, but it could be longer for anybody that don't live anywhere out, that don't live out close near to the high school. It's still a long drive, so my best bet, you probably want to leave early, get something to eat on the way, because it's going to be a long drive from there and back if you had to make that long drive. Let's go over the scores here before we go ahead and shut it down here. For the victorious Heritage Mountaineers, Eli Williams, the leading scorer, with 24 points. Then it's Jackson Kaler with 14 points. Matthew Marsh finishing up with 8 points. 6 points for Parker King. 5 points for Braden Moore. 3 for David Marsh. 6 threes, and they were 6 for 9 to the free throw line. For the Mavericks, We're now 0-3 on the season. They are led in scoring by Hayden Craig, who had 18 points. Ethan Nelson finished up the night with 14 points. Cam Lawson comes up with 9 points on the night. Brandon Dake with 6 points. Justin Bunch with a big 3 earlier in the game. Then Gavin Higgs, Dylan Hopper, Landry Sharp on the floor did not score. The Mavericks were 6 for 11 from the free throw line, and they had 6 threes on the night.
All right, thank you, Brandon. And the Mavericks come out on the short end here tonight against the Heritage Mountaineers, 60-50. But the game was much more competitive than we've saw in the first 2 games this season. So that's a bright spot for the Mavericks.
That's a real bright spot right there. Hopefully this can be a momentum shifter as they get ready for the Powell Panthers on Tuesday before Thanksgiving. So that's going to be, hopefully that could be a big wake-up call. But we know how tough Powell is. Last year when we played them at their place, they beat us big time last year. But we were able to get back and beat them at our place last year on our senior night finale last year. So who knows? The momentum could swing. Is like, as I said, a pendulum. It could swing in either way.
Right, and also the Lady Mavericks will be playing on Tuesday night as well. Tip off at 6 o'clock against the Powell Lady Panthers. So get here early for that one, and if you can't make it, be sure to tune us in here on Anderson County Football live stream, also Maverick Media. As we'd like to thank everyone out there for watching today. We also like to thank Daniel Collins, who's been here all day long, and also Rachel Bittinger as well was here this morning helping out. So they do a great job, and I'm just proud to be able to call the games for everyone out there. I know you are as well, Brandon.
Absolutely, John. We'll see you on Tuesday night when the Mavericks and the Lady Mavericks welcome in the Powell Lady Panthers and Powell Panthers on Tuesday, 2 days before we cut the turkey and watch some football on Thanksgiving.